Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Member for Garsen, Embakasi West and North Imenti constituencies, Honorable Ali Wario, Honorable Mark Mwenje and Honorable Rahim Dawood, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44 2C, requested statements from the Cabinet Secretary for Defense concerning the upcoming Kenya Defense Forces recruitment. The members specifically sought clarification on the following. Number one, inclusion of candidates from Tarasa and Kokane sub-counties in the upcoming Kenya Defense Forces recruitment program. Number two is the criteria used by the Kenya Defense Forces in designating recruitment centers in Nairobi City. And the last one, which is the third one, is inclusion of Imenti East sub-county in the upcoming Kenya Defense Forces recruitment. Honorable Speaker, the committee engaged the Ministry of Defense on the above concerns raised by honorable members, and I therefore wish to respond to these issues as follows. The Kenya Defense Forces carries a constitutional mandate of safeguarding the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Republic. To sustain this mandate, KDF regularly replenishes its ranks to offset attrition, expand units, and integrate specialized capabilities. Recruitment follows the Constitution of Kenya 2010, which requires national security organs to reflect the nation's diversity and inclusivity, offering young citizens an opportunity to serve with discipline, patriotism, and pride. The upcoming nationwide recruitment exercise is scheduled to commence on 13th of October 2025, covering all 412 sub-counties, as provided by the Ministry of Interior and National Administration over a 2-week period. To uphold public trust, KDF has launched an online recruitment management system to ensure transparency, fairness, and merit-based selection. Honorable Speaker, it's important for members to note that, and this has been an attribute of Conmen, that no calling letters will be issued manually. People have been paying money, to crooks out there, and then they provide letters that look very much like those ones that are issued by the KDF, only to get to the recruiting, to the training center, and they are turned away, giving our military a very bad name. Yet, those are letters that are manufactured by crooks. They take money from innocent Kenyans who are seeking recruitment, and then they are turned away during recruitment. So that exercise will not happen this time around because biometrics will be taken, like I stated, and no calling letters will be issued manually. Biometrics and electronic data will be captured in the centers, preventing post-exercise manipulation. Just to break it down for members to understand is those who will have been recruited in the centers, their data will be captured and a message will be sent to them on when to report, and they will report without any letters. So the conmen who have fond of issuing letters during recruitment will definitely not have a field day this time around. Honorable Speaker, on inclusion of Tarasa and Kokane sub-counties, this is for Honorable Ali Wario. As of August 2025, the recognized administrative units of Tana River County are Tana River, Galle, I don't know if I will read this properly, but let me try, Galle Yetu, but it's pronounced differently. Tana North, spelled differently rather, Bangale and Tana Delta. Although Tarasa is not listed as a county, it is recognized as one of the 3 divisions within the Tana Delta and duly considered. And I hope you captured that. Candidates from Tarasa and Kokane will not be disadvantaged. They will be considered based on their division of domicile. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Mwenje, on criteria used designated recruitment centers in Nairobi County. Just to mention, Honorable Speaker, this matter is in court. Today, both parties appeared in court. Tomorrow, they will also appear in court, and a ruling will be made in the course of the week. So I will not delve much into this matter, but let me just raise this issue to Honorable Mwenje, that KDF selects centers based on accessibility, fairness, and efficiency. In Nairobi County, Nyayo Stadium, Moi International Sports Center, Kasarani, and Jamhuri grounds are designated due to, number 1, central location and ease of access. Number 2, spacious facilities, enabling efficient accommodation and transport connectivity. And number 3, proven record in hosting past successful recruitment exercises. The choice of these centers considers logistics, expected turnout, and demographic equity guided by 2019 Kenya consensus data from Kenya National Bureau of Standards. Just for the comfort also of Honorable Mwenje and members, is that the KDF Act only gives recruiting centers as county headquarters. But because they want to be as fair as possible, that is why they moved it further to sub-counties. But the Act provides that it should be done in the county's headquarters. Honorable Speaker, on inclusion of Menti East sub-county, this is for Honorable Rahim Dawood. As of August 2025, Meru County administrative units include Meru Central, Igembe South, Igembe Central, Igembe North, Tigania East, Tigania West, Tigania Central, Buri East, Buri West, and Imenti North. Candidates from Imenti East will not be disadvantaged. They will be considered from their division of domicile. Honorable Speaker, in conclusion, the Ministry assures the people of Kenya that no location will be disadvantaged as all divisions are represented based on population and demographics. The Ministry of Interior continues to update gazetted administrative units, which informs KDF planning for subsequent recruitment drives. The 2025 KDF recruitment drive is a strategic investment in Kenya's future unity and security, conducted transparently and inclusively. It reaffirms KDF's commitment to safeguarding sovereignty and nurturing patriotic generation ready to serve. Honorable Speaker, as I conclude, allow me to add this point. I will really prevail on members, particularly those who have concern, that sometimes it is quicker and easy if we are able to engage as members. I'm very available because of purposely for this exercise that is going to take a month. Some of the issues that are being raised can quickly be addressed by a phone call that I can make to the ministry, and we address it as quick as possible. When we have these exchanges, sometimes it takes time because of the bureaucracy. By the time it gets to the ministry and gets back, yet a response that we'll have gotten here, Honorable Speaker. So I want to indulge members that if it is possible, I will prefer that we handle this thing off the plenary and make sure that all the questions that you raised, I am able to, or any member of my committee is able to address as quick as possible. Most of these cases that appear and are coming up now are almost similar in nature. It's either administrative unit that has been forgotten or some centers that have been misspelled or, the normal cases that we have and people feeling disadvantaged. I really want to prevail on members that I am available. The Ministry of Defense is available to respond to all the questions that you might have. And for better serving the members, because this is an extremely contentious issue, I'm saying I'll be availing myself for the entire month for the questions that you have. Let us sit down, let's build consensus so that we can have a transparent process as possible. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, and I submit.
Very well. Is the Honorable Mwenje in the House? And if you are the three of you, then each Honorable just one bite, beginning with Honorable Mwenje.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, let me start by expressing my utmost disappointment in the response that I've received. Honorable Speaker, it's true that this matter has gone to court, and all 19 members of Parliament from Nairobi are the petitioners. Honorable Speaker, this came as a result of us engaging. I want to start from where the Honorable Nelson Koech ended. We wrote a letter, and I'm glad he's here today, Honorable Koech. We've not been able to find you for quite some time. We wrote a letter. 19 members of Parliament. The first challenge we faced is that you cannot deliver a letter at Ulinzi House, at DOD, because you are not even granted access to get in there. We managed to get in there, served a letter, and requested for a response within 7 days. 8 days later, there was no response from the Cabinet Secretary. Members of Parliament from Nairobi held a press conference. That is when DOD felt they would now want to engage us. Now let us go into the response that is given us. He said there are 412 sub-counties. They got the list, so they know the total number of sub-counties. In Nairobi alone, we have a population of 5.5 million. Honorable Speaker, just for the record, we have 17 constituencies in Nairobi and 18 sub-counties. The Kasarani constituency, which is one of the largest, has 2 sub-counties. So, Honorable Speaker, in his response from the Cabinet Secretary, is that out of 17 constituencies, 18 sub-counties, there'll only be 3 recruitment centers. While in the other 273 constituencies, we have 290 constituencies, Honorable Speaker. 273, remove the 17 from Nairobi. 273, there will be recruitment in the 273 constituencies. But when you come to Nairobi, that is where you draw the line. That's where you say, no, those people from Embakasi West, Embakasi East, Makadara, can you all pile up into Nyayo Stadium, and then we are going to make you line up there and recruit. Let me remind him of the numbers in Nairobi. We have 5.5 million people in Nairobi. Which other county can boast of such numbers? When it comes to even voters, we have over 3 million votes. Who else has those kind of numbers? So how can he explain to us that the DOD finds it fit in Nairobi because I don't have a stadium in Embakasi West, there's no stadium in Embakasi East, there's no stadium in Kibra. Honorable Speaker, when it comes to police recruitment, they are doing it in the 17 sub-counties in Nairobi. They've combined only one, the one in Kasarani, but they're doing it here. When it came to prison constables, they recruited in the 17. Now, Honorable Speaker, when he says we don't have facilities in Nairobi, is the Cabinet Secretary trying to tell me that in the other 273 constituencies, and let me be clear that it's not 273 venues, because when you go to Kiambu, there are 12 constituencies, but recruitment areas are about 16. Is he saying that in all these areas, and I apologize, I don't refer to him, it's just because it's the one who's read, but it's from the Cabinet Secretary. Is she saying that there are stadiums in all the other constituencies? Is that what you're saying? Because we have the fields like everyone else. We know where you're going to recruit in Gedongori, or Kiambu, or Thika, or Manya. We know it's enough open field, which will be marked. People will be running around. What is this special thing that is out there that we as Nairobi do not have, Honorable Speaker? Now, he has said the act. She has said, I apologize. The Cabinet Secretary said that the act provides for recruitment at sub-counties, at county level. Then why don't you change the advert, make it fair for all of us? Recruit at county, only 47 centers. Let's see if that will be approved. Because why would you say the act says this, so you implement that here in Nairobi, but when you go to other areas, you decide to do something else? So, Honorable Speaker,
Great.
I could go into so many things, but one of the reasons why we are against it, this is a bad precedent. The police have recruited at sub-county. When it comes to teachers, they've been recruited at sub-county. When it comes to even NGC, carer projects, they are done even at sub-county. We even have our own DCCs anyway. If the Cabinet Secretary is allowed to do this, it's only a matter of time before all the gains we have gained as Nairobi starts being eroded. That is why, Honorable Speaker, I'll not go into the details because I have our legal arguments, but because the matter is sub judice, I'll not pursue it further. But I will tell them, and I want to make this very clear, Honorable Speaker. This is discrimination against Nairobi.
Very well.
Just a second, Honorable Speaker. And the 3.5 million voters we have in Nairobi, and we will hit 4 million, we will remind them that this is what you're doing to us. We are hoping that the courts will give us orders, but if we don't get, we will remind them. And for CS Tuya, we know she hates Nairobi, and we're going to keep that in mind. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Order, Honorable Mwenje. If you have to discuss anyone, then you have to bring a substantive motion. Okay. Do we have the Honorable Also interested in this matter, Honorable Ali Wario. Be brief, because you are three of you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I thank the Chair for the response, but not satisfactory. Honorable Speaker, Garseni constituency is 16,000 square kilometers. Initially, before this administration came in, we had only one sub-county called Tana Delta. Honorable Speaker, the CS, Honorable Tuya, was once in this house, and she was a speaker's panel. She actually led many sessions in this parliament.